I'm Paul Boff. I'm the engineering manager, corridor management group, and I'm here to provide an update on the Oso Bridge project. This update was given to the Joint Capital Programs and Projects Committee, which was held on March 27th. The committee recommended that the full update be given to the board. To get everyone oriented on exactly where the Oso Bridge project is located within the toll road system, please find on the map the blue outlined box with the white dot in it. This is where the project is located in Rancho Santa Margarita, where the 241 terminates at Oso Parkway. The Oso Bridge project includes construction of a bridge and a new toll road that will pass under the bridge that will provide a connection between Los Patrones Parkway and the 241 toll road. This project will allow users of Los Patrones Parkway to directly access the 241, and vice versa, the 241 toll road users can directly access Los Patrones Parkway without having to exit at the ramps at Oso. This direct access to and from the 241 will enhance safety and traffic operations at the interchange. The project is being implemented as a partnership between TCA, OC Public Works, and Caltrans. TCA is funding the project and has hired Orange County Public Works to administer the construction and provide project oversight in conjunction with Caltrans. Ortiz Enterprises is the contractor for the project. Now, the Oso Bridge project is an unsung hero in the TCA project portfolio. This project, along with Los Patrones Parkway, demonstrates TCA's leadership in building infrastructure in Orange County, and by working with multiple parties and governments show our commitment to keeping people moving throughout the county. Because the partnerships create a better and more sustainable outcome, TCA strives to work proactively with local partners on projects rather than go it alone. As previously mentioned, the partners TCA assembled for the Oso Bridge project include OC Public Works and Caltrans. Now, this is a time-lapse video of the multitude of construction activities that occur concurrently on the project. We can see a compactor placing fill, an excavator digging out dirt, and bulldozers preparing the subgrade. All of this is happening while keeping the traffic on Oso Parkway and Los Patrones and the 241 ramps free-flowing. Now, construction of the Oso Bridge project began August 1st, 2018. Since the August start date, 160 working days have transpired, resulting in 40% of the project being completed. Even though there have been 23 unworkable days due to the heavy rains this winter, the project is still 12 days ahead of schedule. Now let's look at some of the construction activities that have occurred to date. So the first order of business when we started this project was getting the traffic shifted to the south side of Oso Parkway. Now this is a view of Oso looking to the west before construction began. And kind of look on that south side, or basically the left side of the slide on what occurred here. And to allow the traffic to be shifted, you can see where my arrow is here. Additional fill was placed on this side of the road, which allowed for 2 more lanes to be constructed on the south side. So that allowed for all the traffic that was on the north side, all to be put on the south side here, which then provides the area to build the first half of the bridge on the north side. The next thing that was done is the drainage systems were installed and utility relocations were placed. There were SMWD water lines that ran through this area here. You can see here they have been relocated to the north, outside of the footprint of where the construction of the North Bridge will be. Other utilities such as the 8-inch gas line and the roadway are protected in place by this spiral nail shoring wall. You can see this is this black area here. And in the next slide, you can see how much deeper it gets here. This wall is put in place to protect the gas line and to protect the traffic there. So you see in the next slide, as this excavation gets deeper to put in the foundations, now that shoring wall is as much as 18 feet deep, which allows for this area to be opened up and piles installed. So in these 2 areas, at the abutments here, and at the middle column supports, Steel piles were driven 60 to 80 feet into the ground, which then obviously will support the superstructure. So the next thing that occurs is, once those abutment walls are poured, which we now see here with the abutment wall, and you can barely see it, but these are the two columns here and here that will support the middle of the bridge and the abutment here. Once those have been installed, this area is backfilled with dirt again. You might think that's a little strange on why are we backfilling this if this is gonna be a bridge. It's because the actual superstructure of the bridge is gonna be built on that dirt. So the next thing that happens is what's known as a waste slab is poured on top of that newly placed dirt. And a waste slab, it's called that because it's only temporarily there. And it creates a nice flat foundation area for the superstructure to be constructed on top of this. And so we'll see that in the next picture. Basically where we're at today is this was taken about a week ago, and this is really starting to look like a bridge now, where we see the bottom of the bridge has been poured, which is known as the soffit, and you can see the stem walls here and here that are separating the open cells which are within the bridge. A lot of people think the bridges are complete solid concrete, and they're not. They're open cells within the bridge, and within these open cells is where you see the utilities go. So here's where that new SMWD lines are gonna be. They're the ones that are in yellow here. They're the two SMWD lines, the new gas line here, and you'll see the new conduits for the electrical lines and the cable have been placed here. So what's happened since August is we've kind of gone from the way Oso was here, we shifted the traffic. You see the foundations have been dug, and now that waste slab has been poured for the superstructure, which we're building right now. Now the next steps to occur, what I'm gonna do is show you an overhead video of the area, and I'll just kind of go through the next steps here. Where you can see here, we're getting ready, the subgrade's placed, you can see where the two new lanes are gonna be placed here and here, and we see where the construction of the bridge is. I'm gonna stop the video right here just to kind of talk about this for a second. So once the superstructure is completed on this bridge, and now you get the feeling on why it's called a waste slab, this area will be excavated out below this bridge. And so that slab that was poured just kind of goes away, and the bridge now supports itself. Then the traffic on the south side here will be all transferred to this newly built north bridge. So that frees up the south area to be constructed. So then this will be excavated out down to that same elevation. Now the thing that's different with this bridge is this bridge will be built on what's known as false work. With false work is what looks like scaffolding when you're building a bridge. That's going to be put on false work. We're building that bridge on false work because now this bridge, the north bridge will be open. This will now be open to allow traffic to flow under there. So we'll be able to get traffic flowing onto the 241 before the project's even completed. So once that's done and that's opened up, we will complete construction of the south half of the bridge. This will already be paved coming as we're going south here along. We'll have all the drainage features put in. And here you'll see where this road will merge right into the existing Los Patrones Parkway. As the southbound lanes merge in and will go on to Los Patrones, and the northbound lanes will come off of Los Patrones and go on to the 241. So this project is anticipated to be completed in the summer of 2020. And once completed, traffic will be able to go, and you see as this pans up, from 4.5 miles south of here from Cow Camp Road, traffic will be able to get on at that location on Los Patrones, which was built as a transportation corridor. There's no lights on it. You'll be able to go to that point all the way up to the 91 freeway without ever encountering a light by taking the toll road. So that's a wrap up on the Oso Bridge project. I'll take any questions if anyone has any.
Great, thank you for that presentation. It was very detailed. We appreciate it. Okay, are there any questions from directors? Yes, Director Kelly.
Yes, thank you. This is right outside of the Mission Viejo border, so we're real interested in this. First of all, 2 questions. Have we received, it looks like you have really planned this well so that traffic has been minimally disrupted. Have we received complaints from Coto residents or Las Flores residents who maybe travel that road quite a bit?
We have received some complaints, but most of them are focused at the very beginning of the project when that traffic was shifted to the south. is that, there was some driver confusion on that, because someone who's driven out there for 15 years is used to making a left turn after maybe 1 second you make the turn. Now it took a little longer to make the turn, so there's a little hesitation there. So we received some complaints on that. We added some additional signage. We added some additional signs to slow down the traffic, and we've received very minimal complaints since then.
Okay, thanks, actually, I have two more.
Okay, sure, go right ahead.
Will there be a net increase in, what will be the net increase in lanes on that section of Oso?
It'll be the same as it was before, with 3 lanes in each direction and turning pockets.
Okay, so the filter that you've added to allow for the additional lanes are temporary?
Yeah, that's only temporary while the north bridge is being built. Those will be removed out when the south bridge is being built.
Right, okay, I think I saw that in your presentation, but I wanted to confirm.
Sure.
And then final question, have there been any safety issues with Tesoro High School being so close by?
Have not heard any Tesoro High School safety issues.
Okay, thank you.
And in fact, if I can comment on one thing, that bridge allows, presently out there today, the pedestrians accessing Tesoro High School have only access on one side of Oso Parkway. With construction of the bridge, we provide pedestrian access on both sides.
That's huge, that is huge. Thank you for adding that, thanks.
Great, any other questions? With that, that was discussion only. Thank you very much for your update. We look forward to having, I'm sorry? Oh, our CEO wanted to say something?
I just wanted to express our appreciation to the county and the partnership that we have with the county and to our partner Caltrans, and specifically Shane Silsby and Khalid Bosma. The work that they've done to work with us on this project has been outstanding, and it's a great example of a partnership, as Paul said. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, now we will move to our final item, which is